Hey friends! So, are you wondering how to live with someone who still drinks when you don't drink anymore? Well, here are some tips. First, the most important thing, well, really for all human interaction, is communication. Tell them you quit drinking. Tell them why you quit drinking if you feel the need. Tell them how it makes you feel when you see alcohol in the fridge. Or tell them how it makes you feel when they come home super drunk when you're in bed. And tell them how you feel when you're feeling triggered or when you feel like you're having strong cravings or when you feel sad or whatever. Just communicate with them so that they are aware of your goals and how you're feeling. And say if you know that they're going to go out one night where you're staying home and you know they know also that they're going to come home drunk, communicate before they go, when they're sober. Come up with a plan on how it could be easier on you to be around or easier for you to stay asleep, compromise if you need to, if you need to wear earplugs when they come home drunk and you don't want to be awakened, maybe try earplugs, try white noise machine, whatever it is. Just know that it doesn't necessarily have to be all them changing their behavior. You can also change some of your behavior to make sure that you're both living together in relative harmony. So just because you made the decision to stop drinking doesn't mean that they have to, or that they have to change their behavior. Sometimes it is warranted, though. Sometimes that other person will need to change their behavior if it's too disruptive in your life. So again, that's where communication comes in. So one way that they could help out is for them to maybe store their alcohol in a different location. Maybe a different section of the fridge that's more hidden, maybe a different fridge if you have a second fridge in your home, or maybe they can store their alcohol in a place like somewhere in their closet or somewhere else in the house that isn't necessarily cold, but they would maybe chill it before they leave for the night, or maybe they bring their alcohol with them and chill it wherever they're going, or maybe it's a type of alcohol that doesn't require refrigeration and they just keep it in their room or away from you so that it's not right there in your home for you to see. You could also maybe ask that person to not be drunk around you. That might be hard if you're living together and they have friends over or whatnot. But again, communication, maybe make arrangements for you to stay somewhere else for the time that that person will be home and inebriated. If it will make you feel uncomfortable, maybe make other plans. Maybe that person, maybe your roommate or your spouse could go somewhere else to have drinks. Um, Also, in the beginning of quitting drinking, it might be a lot more important for you to make all these arrangements in your life to be away from it and all that kind of stuff. But the longer you go, the more you're able to be around drunk people and the easier it gets. So, a lot of these measures might just be in place for a little while until you're more used to being around drunk people, or you're not as triggered as much anymore. Something else you might ask them to do is to maybe not hug you or maybe not kiss you if they've been drinking. The smell of alcohol on their breath or on their clothes or just the way they feel might be a little too icky for you. So tell them when they're sober to maybe not come too close to you. That doesn't mean you don't love them. It doesn't mean you hate them. It doesn't mean anything like that. Just to tell them, like, maybe just like, keep your distance physically from me. Maybe don't kiss me because the smell might make me feel triggered and might make me want to drink, and I don't want to drink. So just let them know in a kind, loving way to maybe not touch you. Don't breathe on me. So remember, if they don't appear to be supporting you in their actions, maybe their words are saying they support you, but their actions are showing otherwise, where they're leaving alcohol out on the coffee table, or they're, leaving half bottles of wine out on the counter, maybe if they're doing those things and it's really negatively affecting you, just understand that most people don't get it. Most people just don't think from the perspective of someone who is staying away from alcohol. It's not a way that a lot of people's brains think. So give them time if you feel like you have the luxury of time. Just understand that a lot of times people do have good intentions, but they just don't think. They need repetition. They need to be reminded. So again, communication. And if your roommate or friend or spouse is being a complete jerk, not showing any support, even making things harder for you in your recovery, then you might have to seriously consider moving out or ditching that friend or ending that relationship for your own mental health and for your own health and safety and for your own quality of life. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you have any other tips or any stories, leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click the thumbs up and consider subscribing so you can get more content from me. So remember, you can do hard things, you deserve happiness, and you are loved.